Okay, here it is all packed up. I got my wool shirt and rain jacket over there. Depending on the weather, of course, I'd be wearing that. I got the 18-liter pack with my little camp stool on there and the ridge line, and everything else is inside of it other than my trekking pole and my camera, my neck knife, my PSK, my FAK, my 1-liter flask for water. That would all go on my body. And then depending on the availability of water, I would keep that 2-quart canteen with me, slung over my shoulder to get water. Of course, if I was really preparing for an overnight, I would add my USGI bivy and the 1/4-inch cell foam pad, and then some kind of a fleece sleeping bag liner or a sleeping bag. That adds bulk. That's gonna, of course, require a bigger pack. The other thing I want to do is just kind of take this pack apart and show you everything that's in here and how I got it loaded out. Again, that's about 10 pounds. What I need to do is take the extra water and strap that over my shoulder and over the pack, and then stuff is going to be dangling, but that's just the choice I'm making if I take a small pack. So, just taking it out. On top here I got my map and my compass. Not that I really need it around here much, but I want to do land nav a little bit more, so I keep that with me. Leather gloves are just in there on top. My little skull cap and wool gloves. Again, at night it gets still a little chilly. Those are kind of nice to have. In the middle of summer, I probably won't use them. I got a mosquito head net. In here is that little grill, so I keep that in a plastic bag. So here's that little grill if I'm going to be making a fire. Right, so that's the little fire maker. It doesn't weigh anything, 4 ounces, works pretty well. And in here is that coffee filter thing I showed you, and some paper towel, toothbrush, and my soap, and baking soda and hand sanitizer. So that all just kind of goes in this bag, kind of a miscellaneous possibles bag. All fits in there, nice, flat, compact. Realize that the goal of this kit is compact and somewhat light. In here nested, I was pretty happy how this all works. So I got the Nalgene bottle, and again, I could take my SteriPen if I really wanted to, or boil water. Chlorine dioxide tabs, I use those. So I got the Nalgene 1-quart bottle. Inside that I have nested my Glacier stainless steel cup. Oh, interesting. Kind of got bound up in there. I got a little bail on it. Okay, so I took the handles off. Those handles come off, and got a bail on there. I put the handles on and keep them with me. And then the zebra pot. So that's my little nesting kit. There is a lot lighter alternatives to that, but this works for me. Good fire kit. And digging on the bottom, there's that Paderno baking pan, the lid, some tin foil. My measuring cup, my utensils, that all goes on the bottom. Again, this isn't just boil in a pouch meals. These are meals that I cook over the fire, because I kind of enjoy it. Got my mosquito netting and the tent stakes down there. I'll keep those together. My wool socks. My chamois towel, poncho at the bottom, which I know people should say it's at the top, but it just fits best on the bottom. Trauma blanket, which is pretty bulky, but I find pretty useful. And just my little mosquito repellent, the water hydration tablets, my strap, fork. And really that's about it, Little emergency kit, the AMK emergency kit, and the rest of the stuff I keep on my body. And of course I have to put a little food in there. Now, one of the decisions I'd have to make is, if I'm really planning on doing an overnighter, chances are I'm going to move to a little bigger pack, and the things that I would definitely add would be more food and the ability to carry water, my 1/4-inch closed cell foam pad, which could even go on here, but now this is really going overboard. My S-wing hatchet, that's just really works well for me. And again, if I'm not taking a big knife, this is what you're going to be used to split with. The silk bag liner, which adds about 10 degrees of warmth. and then the big deal would be the USGI bivvy. And if you keep that flat, it's waterproof. It can definitely go on the outside there. Weighs 2.4 pounds. So if I'd add these three things, or these four things, I'm going to be adding about 5 pounds to my loadout. But I would definitely be able to exist comfortably overnight for a while. Depending on how cold it is, I might need more insulation. Of course, I don't really have a change of clothes. Not worrying about that. I'm just going to be wearing the clothes and drying them out by fire if possible. That's it. Thanks. All right. So I got 5 tablespoons of coffee, or coffee grounds in there. 16 ounces of hot water. So automatic drip. Just put it in there. It's a little monkeying around. You got to go slow and
steady.
Make sure you don't overflow it so the grounds don't go in. Kind of boring watching coffee percolate, like watching paint dry.
Once it's done, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than those Starbucks Via. I use a mix of Starbucks Sumatra and then just cheap store-bought Folgers or whatever. So there it is. It's going through. Got to play with the grounds a little bit here.